there's a screen here, here, and here. So it's like a triangle. I'm like, hey, hey,
Oh my god.
hey, hey.
You're gonna get turned into a meme. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Put a little grunt in the throat as well, like, hey.
A little rasp in there, yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey, what's up, Lisa? Hello?
Jake.
Jake's in here. Hello from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Hey, what's up, Kent?
Cool.
Love the new lights, guys. That's awesome, man. Good to hear. We got Bubba. We got Eric, John, Kent, Tim, James. Let's see here.
Phil,
Let's take
Victor, Cheyenne, David, Andrew, Old Chicago, Jason, Penny Ripple. How are you guys doing?
more names. More names.
So many.
Spittle. We're not making fun of your name, but it's actually an awesome name. I don't know how you say it though. Is it Spidle or
I was
Spittle?
just gonna say, I guarantee you we are pronouncing it incorrectly. So
I don't know. Edward, Eric, Delilah. That's a nice name.
I do like that.
Colin, Santos, Nick, Justin, Chad,
Snowy.
Xavier.
Oh,
Xavier, you live on a different planet, sir.
thank you, sir.
Okay.
8:39 in Alaska.
Yeah, it's 8:30 in the morning where he is, and
Yep.
he's like in the middle of like a blizzard or something like.
Well, Ohio.
Like
Justin,
9 months a year.
Yeah, just said that they got snow. My brother and my sister-in-law, who live up like towards like Butt Lake, Lake Kapakong area in that direction, they got a little bit of snow this morning too. We went from like 70-degree weather to snow.
That's correct.
We were in fool's spring, as I call it. It
That
was
is
just
correct.
a trick. It was a trick.
I just want to give a big shout out to everybody tuning in today. We are live today instead of tomorrow. Tomorrow is Good Friday.
Yes.
So we will be, celebrating that and, having our Easter weekend. So if you do celebrate that holiday, then enjoy the weekend. But because of that, yes, we're live today, but obviously that doesn't seem to matter because there's literally like 600 people watching us right now. So obviously this live video is working out.
I don't know what you shorts and a t-shirt. Where are you? Yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing, but apparently today is a good day to have gone live.
Yeah,
so.
apparently this is working. So
All right, I'll take it.
want to thank everybody for coming on in. We want to thank the Wolfpack, baby. Wolfpack, Wolfpack, baby.
It's been a while since I've actually had to go through that.
It's like the Wolfpack, but like a wolf pack. Wolf pack. Like yes.
Help.
Wolf pack.
Help.
All right? That's what I'm saying, okay? I'm giving a big yes today, all right?
You haven't worn your Wolfpack shirt in a while.
Mason, you're a liar. You're not in shorts and a t-shirt because I heard that there is snow this morning in Michigan.
Unless you're that person. There's always that person in shorts, no matter what the weather is. Are you that person, Mason? I think you are.
There is snow where you are, sir.
That doesn't mean anything.
That's traumatizing. My son is crying now.
Well, yeah.
Well, you need to be a little more fun with your son, okay?
Me too.
You need to do a little yes every once in a while, all right?
I'm slowly dying more and more on the inside. One of these days it won't bother me.
All right. I need some energy like he has. It's simple. It's just energy drinks and coffee and B12 supplements.
Brett, one of these days I'm going to come in with my Air Pro on. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing shorts right now. It's good to see that everybody is wearing shorts right now. That's awesome.
I have jeans, a long sleeve shirt on under my Olite shirt, so I'm actually a little chilly.
Yeah, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Warrior X Pro and the M2R Pro. That's kind of been our big focus for this week because they really are our most popular stainless steel tail switch lights. We've actually been working on a YouTube video on those two lights, and we're going to be coming out with a comparison video on those two lights later today, so later this afternoon. So just stay tuned for the Olight World YouTube channel. We will have a new cool video coming up later today.
You know, these are lights that have obviously been around for a long time now, but we keep getting, you know, new customers in, new people on social media, and we're always getting questions about these lights. I mean, if I answer, you know, a dozen questions about the Warrior X Pro and the M2R Pro a day, that's probably like on the low end. So even though they've been around for a while, there's people who are new to Olight. So I love doing these revisit videos that we've been doing just to remind you guys like what all of your options are and all of these other things. So really cool to go back and actually see the comparison of these, especially if you're a newbie too. So check them out for the first time.
There you go. Before we get into that, by the way, we're going to be giving away a green i3T here to both, or Trace.
Oh,
to trace
to trace
live videos.
Yeah.
Okay, so YouTube people, Facebook people, Instagram people,
Everybody.
you each have a chance to win a green i3T. So 3 winners at the end of this video, all right? We like going live on all these platforms because frankly, not everybody likes the same stuff. We got people on YouTube that might even not have social media. They don't care about it. So, you know, there's the YouTube crowd, there's the Facebook crowd, there's the Instagram crowd, the people who don't like Facebook and vice versa and all that. And just everybody has their preferences. So we're just going to do all of them at the same time. And hopefully somebody likes something.
Yeah.
I don't think there's that many people who don't like YouTube. Like, how could you not like YouTube? It's just people like giving you knowledge and putting content out there. Like, I don't understand. How could you not like YouTube? Like, you're going to find somebody you like watching on YouTube. I don't care who you are.
There is literally something for everyone on YouTube.
Like, obviously, there's YouTubers that I hate, that annoy me, but also there's YouTubers that I'm obsessed with, where when they come out with a new video, I'm like, oh, let me watch that.
I have a few of them.
So, yeah, that's what I like about YouTube is you follow the people you want to follow. You don't have to watch the crap you don't want to watch. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay? So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about some stuff. So the M2R Pro, we were talking about this when we were making the YouTube video, is the coolest part about the M2R Pro is you're getting all of like the tactical, like stainless steel tail switch, instant access to turbo or strobe. You're getting all of that stuff with the M2R Pro, but you're still getting our awesome side switch, which is one of my favorite things about our EDC lights. So really you're getting, it's kind of like a hybrid light. You're getting like an S-series side switch light because it literally has the same side switch as the new Baton 3, as the Baton Pro. All of our Baton lights, it has the exact same side switch. You hold it down, you can go through the moonlight mode, low, medium, high, turbo, strobe. You can still do all of that stuff with the side switch. But again, you have that stainless steel tail switch, so you can put it in regular mode, which allows you to go from low to turbo, or you can switch it over to tactical mode where you can go through turbo and strobe. So that's what I like about it is you're getting both. That's really what's happening here. The Warrior Mini also has the same UI and the same switches as the M2R Pro. So if you're a fan of the side switch, tail switch combo, either go with the M2R Pro, or if you can get your hands on a Warrior Mini, which most of you people have already anyways, you can do that as well. But I like being able to have both, okay? Yes. But for certain applications, maybe the Warrior X Pro is better. If you don't want all of that in-depth functionality, maybe you're going out at night, maybe you're on the job and all you need is just an overbuilt light where you just need some light.
I was just going to say, I know, and especially if you guys are in our official Facebook group, there's a lot of law enforcement officers who actually carry a Warrior X Pro on their belt. Places like, oh my God, Cobra Kydex make Kydex holsters for them. So if your department it requires basket weave, Cobra Kydex has a basket weave holster for the Warrior X Pro. Really, really, really well made, like all of their other products. So super great to have that. And I think the Warrior X Pro is great for, that quick, tactical application as, a law enforcement officer. So that's definitely a fantastic option for you guys. Not that the M2R Pro isn't, but just having that quick simplicity of no, extras with the side switch and everything, I think the Warrior X Pro is fantastic.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really up to you guys. If you don't want the side switch, if you don't care about all the lower modes, you just want a really bright, just overbuilt light, well, the Warrior X Pro is going to be the way. Another thing too, the beam profile is totally different.
Yes.
All right? You're getting more of a traditional type looking beam with the M2R Pro because the M2R Pro is going to have 1800 lumens with a 300 meter beam distance. So you are getting a nice distance on that, but you're going to have a much larger hot spot on that compared to the super tight thrower style beam of the Warrior X Pro. The Warrior X Pro, here's a red one just as an example. And keep in mind, we've come out with both of these lights in a ton of different colors because again, they are honestly some of our most popular lights. When a light is popular, what do? We come out with a bunch of different colors because you guys keep asking for it and you keep wanting it. So it's a really good sign to the customer if we come out with the same light in 10 different colors because that means it's a really great product. We wouldn't do that with a product that isn't amazing.
Correct.
What would be the point of that? Why would we come out with the same product in 10 different colors if the product wasn't great? So the lights that we have a bunch of different colors in, those are a home run. Those are amazing lights because we keep releasing it. All right. But anyways, the Warrior X Pro, it has a much larger head. Okay, so that's going to make it harder to carry in the pocket, something to keep in mind. But if you have a light this large, you probably don't care about carrying it in the holster. It does include a holster. But again, like what she was saying, there are some Kydex manufacturers out there, such as Cobra Kydex, which offers, the basket weave for law enforcement, or just a bunch of different colors of the Kydex.
Yeah.
They do all the kind of stuff like Cryptek and all the different colors and
stuff,
multicam and like anything you could ever dream of. Kydex is in like 8,000 different colors at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely suggest getting something like that if you are going to consistently use it. Like if you are, if you're outside working all the time, construction or anything like that, I like that our holsters cover the, have the flap over and cover, but something a little more sturdy, on a belt that's a little harder, so if the whole thing falls, I mean, these holsters are great, but if you want a little more oomph, I guess, Kydex is always a great option. Especially, I mean, these are rated for like 1.5 meters and like 3 meters or something for the drop test, so even if you do drop it, you don't have to worry about it, but that extra, like, padding, I guess, is always good.
Yeah. And as she was saying, just to piggyback off that, so we actually have torture tests on both of these, extensive torture tests. We released them on YouTube a while back, like a year ago, if you want to check those out. And then we just did some really short ones here on Instagram as well. So, there's plenty of torture tests on these lights. There's plenty of evidence to show you that these things are overbuilt, they're super strong, and they're going to withstand whatever you do to them in real life, okay? In the torture test, the point of the torture test is for us to do things that you would never do in real life to show you that the things that you do in real life will also be totally fine because we take the lights further than real life. So if you drop it out of your hand and it falls down, falls down a hill, or it falls off your car, or you run over it, or whatever. Like if anything happens like that, you're fine. All right.
Yeah.
But anyways, check out the torture test. We have torture tests all over the place. We even have other popular YouTubers that have done torture tests on these. You don't need to worry about torture tests on these lights. They're very robust. Yeah. They're super strong for sure. But anyways, in order to get the super long beam distance on these, it's got a 500 meter beam distance. It's got a very large head. It has a super long and deep reflector, and the reflector itself is smooth. So that light coming out of that LED is bouncing off of that large, long, and smooth reflector, giving you a much tighter beam as it comes out of the lens, okay? That's going to give you a really high candela. Candela on this is...
The Warrior X Pro is 62,500.
That's huge, guys.
Yeah.
62,000. Obviously, this is going to have a really high intensity when you're shining it on something. If you own some land and you want to check on coyotes or whatever the heck is roaming around late at night, obviously you want a longer throw type beam if you're looking for something through the forest. Otherwise, if you just want to see things closer to your area, maybe you want to check around your backyard or actually just around your house, then something that's a little bit floodier, a little less throw like the M2R Pro might be better. So it just depends on, do you need that tight long distance, or do you want a bigger floodier beam to check out your backyard or something like that? If you live that suburban life and you want to just look in your backyard, maybe a floodier beam makes sense. You could even do the Seeker 2 Pro. You could do the Marauder 2, something like that. But if you have a lot of land, the thrower makes a lot more sense because you want to see that further distance.
And I mean, we obviously have other thrower options if you really need more than what the Warrior X Pro has, but as far as a light that you can carry on your person for a thrower, I think that is hands down the best option that we have. Again, like, I don't live in the middle of nowhere, so like I don't necessarily need that throw. So typically this or the Seeker 2 or the Seeker 2 Pro is my go-to. This I think is probably one of the most versatile lights that we have between side switch, tail switch, 4 different ways to carry it because you can swap where the pocket clip goes. Just the run times also, that 1 lumen mode is, 50 days? So that's just absurd. I mean, this is like my go-to light for camping along with the Seekers, but definitely great for different, parts of your life, I guess is what you want to say.
Yeah, a 1 lumen moonlight mode on a tactical light, that's usually not a thing. So it's kind of cool. That's why I'm saying it's like a hybrid light. Like, this is just like a straight up tactical light. Even other brands, you're going to notice that these tactical lights that are primarily, tail switch tactical lights, they're only going to have like 1 or 2 modes because it's just basically just on off. Like, that's the point. You just want to look at something real quick. You want the light to be bright, and then you want to just turn it off. It's kind of like this when you're using a tactical light. Maybe you work in law enforcement and you want to tell people to move or anything like that. You're going to turn it on real quick, show them whatever you want to show, make a signal, and then turn it off. So for stuff like that, you want the most simple light you can have. But for EDC, you're going to want those different modes. You're going to want those battery indicators. You're going to want the side switch and the tail switch because maybe you don't want to walk the dog like this. Right? Maybe you want to walk the dog like this, like a normal flashlight. So if you want to use it like this, you'd prefer a side switch. I don't usually walk around my neighborhood like this.
Yeah, this is not my go-to stance for just carrying a flashlight in general.
Hey, Bob. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You know what I mean? Like, this isn't really like a walking around the neighborhood kind of stance.
No.
So you want to carry it like this, so the side switch is a little bit better for just walking around. Anyways. Those are those 2 lights. We talk more about that in the YouTube video, but again, we'll have a YouTube video coming out later this afternoon. And in that YouTube video, we are going to give away an M2R Pro. So at the very least, it makes sense to watch the first couple of minutes of that video and enter to win because it's going to take like 2 seconds and you could win an M2R Pro, which is worth like over $100.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, not a bad deal. So.
Yeah. One quick thing I'll mention. So I did make a post about the i1R Pro, a 6,000 lumen keychain light. Obviously, that's not possible in this reality and the world that we live in. Maybe in an alternate dimension, there's 6,000 lumen keychain lights.
I guess.
But in this reality that we live in the year 2021 on planet Earth, a 6,000 lumen keychain light is impossible. So if you see something stupid like that on wish.com or something like that,
don't do it.
That is absolutely impossible and there's no way that can exist. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Today is April Fool's Day. But we wanted to do something fun, something that actually looked kind of legit. Sorry, my throat's going out. I've talked a lot today. Anyways, we wanted to do something that looked kind of legit, like an actual like release banner, but obviously with specifications that doesn't make any sense.
No.
I would love to see an i1R Pro one day, but obviously there's still no way that it can have thousands of lumens.
Yeah, I'm not really sure
Yeah.
what you could even push that small of a light.
Yeah, like an i1R Pro,
yeah.
the most we could ever do is maybe like 250 lumens or something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
Like maybe, but probably not even that. You know what I'm saying? Like out of a light like that's this big. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And if you haven't seen that, check out the banners that we posted for the 6,000 lumen i1R Pro keychain.
That was ridiculous. I saw it and I was like, wait, that's not right.
That's actually awesome, Emilio. Alternate reality flashlight. Throw out dark instead of light. Yeah, what if there's a dimension where it's never dark, but it kind of like bothers people that it's never dark because you want to sleep. So you have like flashlights that like make it dark for when you sleep.
I feel like there should be like a sci-fi movie or something. Like, all right, get on that. Get up on that one.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's where it is. Obviously, a lot of people are talking about the rewards program differences and the things that were announced via email today for the higher levels. I think we might actually make a couple changes to that. We're discussing things that we're doing with it, but it should at least give you an idea of a few changes that we're doing. One of the changes that the email talks about is for the higher levels to be able to go ahead and get a refund for a light that they're sending in before we even receive the light. So the way that it works is, obviously, in order to have people not take advantage of us as a company, we issue a refund for a product once we receive the product. So that way people can't, not send us the product and they get a refund anyways. Like that's just due diligence as a company. Like we need to get the product back if we're going to give you your money back. So typically, we need to open up the box, we need to see the product, make sure it's not destroyed, and then we give you a refund. So with this new refund policy for the higher levels, when you want to get a refund, we'll just go ahead and issue that refund before we receive the light. Okay, that's one of the perks. Let's see, what are some of the other ones here? Let's take a look. Also, if you've the way that we've been is if you've had a light longer than 30 days, so you're outside of just the regular return. So when you buy a flashlight from us, or Amazon, or any other reputable e-commerce website, you have 30 days to return or exchange the product after you receive it. You have 30 days to change your mind. That's the same thing as Amazon. It's the same thing as our website. You got 30 days. As long as the product isn't damaged, you can send it in to exchange it for something else, or you can send it in just as a refund if you, if you just don't like it, okay? Obviously we're primarily a, e-commerce website company. So a lot of you guys, you can't touch the product. You can't use the product before you get it. Obviously most of you like the products when you receive them. We hope you do. But if you don't, you can get, 30 days, okay? But the thing is, when you're outside of that 30-day window, that's just a warranty replacement or a warranty repair. When you're outside of that 30 days, you have to send the light in yourself. And that's most websites, okay? Typically, if you've had something for a year or longer and it stops working, we'll still replace it for you. We'll still repair it for you, but you need to just send it in yourself.
The repairs don't cost you anything.
The repairs don't cost anything. The replacements don't cost anything.
The shipping to us.
Yeah. So with this new one for the higher levels, you won't ever have to pay for return shipping. Even if you've had the light for 4 years and a 5-year warranty, you still won't have to pay to send it in. Okay? So that's another one for it as well.
Something else that a lot of people don't realize, since you had kind of mentioned Amazon. So if you purchase an O-Light from Amazon, not us, Amazon is responsible for those lights in 30 days. So if you buy a light from Amazon and it doesn't work, go to them first. They will take the return, they will give you the refund, they will handle all of that. If something happens after 30 days, then it comes to Olight for warranty. So Olight is only responsible after 30 days if you did not purchase it directly from us. So if you buy at Amazon or eBay or anything like that, they are responsible for 30 days, and then we take over your 5-year warranty from there. So
Right.
just keep that in mind.
That's just how it is. I mean,
Yeah.
you can order for anything from Amazon. After that 30-day window, Amazon says, sorry, you got to contact the brand name that's on your product.
Correct.
And then it's up to that company that you purchased policy
Yeah.
to either help you out or not help you out.
Yeah, so we don't want it to seem like we are not trying to help you, because we do want to help you, but we don't have your money. So like, we can't do anything for you if you purchase it from Amazon within 30 days. If it's a warranty product after that, we'll take care of, fixing it, whatever it may be. We'll help you out there. But go through Amazon and wherever you purchase it first 30 days, and then come to us, and then customer service will get you guys all squared away.
Yeah. So, and our like return, repair, replacement policy is incredible. Okay. You can send, and here's the thing, like if you run over one of our lights with a freaking tank, obviously you just need to buy a new one, okay? But we understand that people use our products. A lot of people use our products for work. People who work construction, people who have actual like labor jobs. You guys use our flashlights, which is awesome. So we'll receive lights, that are scratched up. Maybe the finish is worn off, stuff like that. And it's okay, we'll still replace them or we'll still repair them. That's fine. Really, the only thing is, if you drop it off the Empire State Building, drop it in the Grand Canyon, you have it run over by a tank, that was your fault. You just need to buy a new product.
Yeah.
Right? If I smash my TV with a baseball bat, I'm not going to call Samsung and say, hey, there's something going on with the pixels. I don't know what the heck is going on here. Like, obviously, you messed up. You need to buy a new TV.
Yeah,
okay?
I can tell you, what's wrong with your TV is the Louisville Slugger. Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. There was a baseball bat that just flew into it. It's crazy.
I don't know where it came from.
Can you send me a new one? But most of you guys, when you send in your lights, we're gonna take care of you. Okay, we're gonna take care of you. Okay. Hunter, yeah, the changes are true. The thing is, though, we talked with them about it today, and there are going to be some more attractive perks that are going to be coming out as well.
Yeah.
Some more like reward style perks will be coming out as well. So this is just like some perk, like almost like policy changes for the higher perks. I wouldn't even consider this like perks. They're just policy changes for the higher levels. Okay, but we will be coming out with some more like reward style, some more exciting perks for the higher levels as well in the near future. So for the people who are like, this is boring, this sucks, that kind of thing. Well, these aren't like amazing perks that we're coming out with that we're trying to woo you off your feet. These are just some policy changes that we did to reward the people who are higher levels. Okay, regardless, we're still going to take care of you. It doesn't matter what level you are, even if it's your very first Olight that you ever purchased. We're still going to take care of you. You still have a 5-year warranty. If you send in your light, we're still going to repair or replace it. Okay?
We still have you guys covered, 100% for the most part here. So, it's just one of those things that, again, as a business, like we do in a way have to protect ourselves. But, if it's just kind of the way it works, guys. But like he said, there's going to be a lot more other really cool stuff coming out soon. So I think you guys, although you may not be thrilled about these, I think you guys are going to be excited about what is going to roll out shortly.
Yeah, so the people who are like, oh, but you took away engraving, you took that. Again, we're going to come out with some better reward style perks. So to the people who think that faster replacements and that kind of stuff, that's not replacing engraving, okay? We're gonna have better stuff coming out to replace engraving. We just had to do away with the engraving due to some website stuff and some engraving things that we have going on at the factory. And we're gonna come out with some new reward perks. So again, these new policies for the higher levels are not replacing the other perks. We're going to come out with new perks that are freaking awesome, that are definitely exciting reward style perks. So this is not replacing it. This is just adding on to it, and then we're going to add more to replace the other ones. Does that make sense?
The other thing, guys, is if you are not getting emails, if you've gotten them previously and you haven't been receiving them recently, just go into your Olite account, make sure all your information is up to date. If you are having any trouble, make sure you check your spam, promotion, junk folder, all of the above. Add all of the Olite emails to your contacts so that will prevent it from going anywhere else other than your inbox. 90% of mine end up in spam, and it's just frustrating. So make sure that your emails and stuff are up to date. If you have any other issues with that, email customer service. They'll talk to IT, see if there's a glitch or something somewhere. But from what I can see, most people have been getting their emails. If you update your email server, whatever you want to call it. Like mine the other day reset all of my settings when I updated everything, which was incredibly frustrating. So just keep an eye on that stuff and make sure that you are adding us to your contacts and all that. Like I said, it'll prevent it from going anywhere else except for your inbox.
Yeah, okay. So just stay tuned for more exciting reward style perks, but we have some new upgraded policies for the higher levels. All right, that's all you need to know. This is just the beginning of the changes that we're doing to the loyalty program. So don't think that, changes to our return policy is happening in exchange for the engraving. In exchange for the engraving, we're going to have new rewards that are going to be awesome, that are going to more woo you off your feet versus just changes to some policies. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think everybody got that twisted a little bit. I think everybody was like, wait, so we got a different return policy and got rid of the engraving? It's like, that's what it looks like, but actually we're going to bring some more stuff in that's just as good, if not better, than the engravings, okay? So new policies going in, new rewards coming soon.
Yes.
That's all you need to know. All right.
Cool.
I think we beat that down. I think everybody gets it now. Woosah. We have awesome perks coming soon. Okay? All we did was talk about some new policies today, which are a benefit. All right.
Cool.
Any other questions, guys? Again, we're going to be coming out with a really cool Warrior X Pro and M2R Pro comparison video. We are going to be giving away an M2R Pro in that video. So for the people on YouTube, you're already subscribed to us anyways, so you're going to get a notification for that video. But for the people on Instagram and Facebook, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. Again, it's just Olite World, just like this social media. You're definitely going to want to at least check out that video and enter to win that M2R Pro. And that video is going to be coming out later this afternoon. We just need to wrap it up and finish it up, and that'll be coming out a little later today. Okay? People asking about shipping, that's another quick thing that I'll touch on. To be honest with you guys, here's the situation. Customs coming from China, coming here to our New Jersey warehouse is taking an extremely long amount of time.
Yes.
Okay, I look at tracking numbers. I look at the FedEx tracking numbers, the UPS tracking numbers from China, and it will just get held up for days and days and days. A lot of people are like, oh, well, they're just taking too long in New Jersey, or they're taking too long in Georgia and all that. It's like, no, actually, we take like 1 day here. The problem is that the products coming here to New Jersey before we actually send them out to all the customers, that's taking an extremely long amount of time. The time that you're waiting, the packages are in the system. They're with the carriers. We don't have orders just sitting in our warehouse for days on end. The orders don't sit in our warehouse. We don't keep orders sitting around in the warehouse. The orders go out to the carriers immediately once we receive the products from China. So that transition from the products coming from China to us is what's taking a long time. But that transition from the products coming from here in New Jersey to you guys takes like 2 seconds.
And it doesn't even, the thing is, it's not like we're not having a sale tomorrow and they're shipping us the things like the day before. Like this is, planned ahead of time. customs will just sit there sometimes for a week, if not more. A lot of these things don't move at all on the weekends either. That's something that you have to take into consideration as well. We are a relatively small company compared to places like Amazon and things like that. So is same day shipping and delivery like a thing? Not necessarily, but I can tell you those guys and women in that warehouse bust their butts every day. Thousands of orders are sent out every day. You've seen our posts for flash sales before of the USPS trucks completely packed. They have these giant like bin things on wheels that they just fill with orders. They're at the end of the conveyor belt, and it just stacks and stacks and stacks. So when USPS, FedEx, whatever, comes and picks these up, it's thousands of orders a day. So customs is the real problem, like he said. But I promise, they are moving their butts back there to get you guys your stuff. And I had said something to somebody recently. I ordered something from like some, gun cleaning stuff. And it was only coming from like Pennsylvania or something. A week and a half, business days, a week and a half. It sat from when they said they made the label to when it actually moved. Not even got to me. It didn't move for a week and a half between them having to get it out as a small business and then USPS handling it after that. It went to like Tennessee and Kentucky and God knows where else, and then back to me, one state away. They travel through hubs. There's a lot going on, but I promise you our warehouse is busting their butts getting these things to you guys.
Yeah. It's just, it's just a little frustrating when like people in the Facebook group and stuff, they're like, oh man, that US warehouse is slow as hell. They suck. And I'm just like, and then I go back in the warehouse to our shipping manager and I'm like, guys, what's taking so long? What's going on? And they're like, what are you talking about? We're done shipping. We don't have anything else to ship. Like, we're done. Everything's out the door. And I'm like, okay, so you're completely done with shipping and everyone's still frustrated with everything taking a long time. What's the issue? Oh yeah, the orders are with the carriers. It's just the tracking's not updating. Customs is taking too long. Everything's taking too long. That's what's going on. Okay?
Also, again, if we send out thousands of packages to like USPS alone, I understand that like their hubs and things are big places, but they can only do so much. So like they may pick up on a Thursday afternoon, but they may not get through that entire pickup that they got from us maybe until Friday. Like there's a lot of stuff going on that, look, I don't work for any of them, so I don't really know the details, but from what people have told us who do work there, like you guys, it's unfortunately you just have to be patient. We're working as best we can to get you guys the stuff as soon as we can.
Yeah, it's just, to the people who imagine their orders just sitting around in our warehouse, that's not happening, okay? That's not happening. We don't have big piles of orders back in the warehouse that are just sitting around doing nothing, and they'll like, no, everything's always moving through the system. Everything is always with the carriers. Everything is always moving forward. We don't have stuff sitting around. We're not taking 10 days to put labels on boxes. Like that's not on our part. It's quick. Okay, they get done with shipping quick. Every time I go back there, they're not like, oh God, we can't do this. Like they finish.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they give the stuff to the carriers, and then it's like,
Hunter, our headquarters is in China, so our products are made there and then sent to the warehouse in New Jersey. So they're sent well ahead of when our sales dates are, but they get held up in customs, which then, backs up everything. So It's not customs from US to US, it's customs from China to US, and then from New Jersey to you guys is just typical, everyday USPS, FedEx, overload delays. That's all.
Yeah, but okay. So the products get to us. They come from China. They go through customs. They finally get to us. The amount of time it takes for the products that are in our warehouse to be shipped out to you guys is literally 1 day, maybe 2 days tops. Okay, that's what I'm saying. that transition from the stuff being here in the US already and then getting to you is super quick, okay? There we go. All right, I hope that clears stuff up. I hope you guys realize we don't have a bunch of your orders just sitting around in this warehouse. That's not a thing. That doesn't happen.
Nope.
That's not a thing. So that's where we are with that. So again, we'll continue giving you guys updates about the loyalty program, but we gave you guys a sneak peek of some new policies. And again, we're going to be coming out with new rewards that are much more exciting than these new policies, but we can't tell you about that yet, but that should be coming out soon. And again, shipping, we literally are doing everything we can. It's not like we suck and we're super slow. That's not the case at all. All right?
Yeah, so Hunter, again, what happens is...
Yeah, that's correct, Hunter.
Your Marauder 2 went directly from China to you. Some of them do that, but depending on what inventory is where, we will get prepackaged items here, add to them, and then send them back out. So if you order something else, or you'll see them split, like a lot of people on the last sale, their M1T Raider Pluses came separately because they were already here in NJ. They got sent out. Some of them got delivered before their actual product, like the Baton 3s or anything actually even got there. So it's just a matter of, some of them send directly from China when the sale happens. Other ones come here first. Those are the ones that get delayed.
Yeah, also keep in mind when we get products here in our warehouse, like if it's just a single order that's shipped directly from China, it'll be like a couple flashlights in a small box. That's a lot easier to check than literally pallets of thousands of flashlights. Okay, so when we get stuff here, it's a way bigger deal. It's a way bigger situation because then we're talking thousands of products that have lithium-ion batteries that might be tactical, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of things that make stuff get held up, along with, simply just, and I know people are like, oh, they keep blaming it on the pandemic and all that, but it's true, man. Like, stuff has been really slow. There's been a lot of holdups. It's the whole thing.
And I think USPS, don't quote me on that, I think it's what we were told, USPS can only have 2 lithium-ion batteries in a package, or it's something like that. So there's limits on how many lithium-ion batteries we can send out. So that's why you guys sometimes get separate boxes. So half of your stuff may come from China directly, the other half is going to come from New Jersey because that's all that we're allowed to put in that box. So that's another thing that you guys have to factor in too. So there's a whole lot of underlying, causes, effects, all of that stuff that, we don't know, but we have the general idea of it, and we do try to communicate that as best we can to you guys.
Yeah, but the bottom line is the process of the products leaving New Jersey and getting to your house, that's not the issue. That's not the issue. That part is actually fine. The part that sucks is getting the products in bulk from China here to our warehouse, so then we can send you your individual packages. And that's the whole process. I mean, that's how it works, man. That's how all companies are that are getting products from overseas. Is you get the products from the manufacturer or the warehouse overseas. They ship it to the warehouse that you have that's in the country that the customers are, and then you ship out the individual products to your customers. That's just how it works. So when we have that process, there's a lot of moving pieces, there's a lot of things involved. Okay? So that's what's going on. But to the people who are like, oh, I wish they had a US warehouse that's like closer to me, or oh man, Georgia's closer to me, or whatever, honestly, it's not that big of a deal because I order stuff from California all the time. We're in New Jersey. California to New Jersey, what is that? That's like a 5.5 hour flight, just flight time. Okay? So because of that, I still get stuff in like a few days. Obviously, sometimes stuff is held up. There's no rhyme or reason why something takes a week and a half or something takes 3 days. But just letting you know that it's possible to get things within the U.S. in just a few days. It doesn't matter where the warehouse is in the U.S. Okay?
pretty much.
Another thing too is that New Jersey actually is a really good shipping hub because just in terms of logistics, it's a very like logistic focused state, if that makes sense. There's an Amazon warehouse literally a few blocks away from us, and the area that we're in is literally just bazillions of warehouses. It's all logistics where we are. We're in a big industrial park. And if you take a look at New Jersey, it's all, the port is right there. The port is gigantic. So in terms of shipping, it's actually a very shipping-centric state. If that makes sense.
It's a good way to put it.
Because we're here on the water, right? And there's just logistics centers everywhere. Every big company that you can think of, they probably have a distribution center here, and it's probably close to where we are here in the Edison area.
Yeah, there's so much stuff around here. Familiar things too. Like there's probably a handful of companies and stuff that you guys would recognize if we were to go and find them. There's a lot I've seen that I recognize. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, anyways. That's where we are with that, guys.
Yeah.
I know we have to go on and on about it, but keep in mind, we get a bazillion questions about this. 99% of Jersey is in industrial park. Okay, yeah, I mean, literally, like, that's how it is. Like, it's a very industrial state. A lot of people, they want distribution centers here. They want shipping centers here because it actually is a good place to be for shipping. Just being honest.
Yeah.
There's so many industrial parks. There's so many distribution centers here. We have the port. We have everything here. Yeah. So, anyways,
cool.
Hopefully you guys understand all of that shipping stuff. We're doing everything that we can do. All right. We're doing everything that we can do in terms of shipping. Just want to let you guys know that. Hopefully that alleviates some concerns or maybe changes your mindset on what's going on. If you're sleeping at night and you're having a dream about your package just sitting in our warehouse, that's not a real dream. It's a fake dream, okay? That's not real. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and give away some flashlights, all right? Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you guys for sticking around. I felt like this was a great live video. I felt like we told you guys. I mean, we talked about the Warrior X Pro, the M2R Pro, our most popular tail switch lights. We talked about the new loyalty program. We talked about our shipping. I feel like we've talked about a lot of things. We've told you guys a lot of things that maybe you didn't know. All right. So let's do the giveaway. So we're going to do Instagram first, and then we're going to do YouTube after that, and then we're going to do Facebook after that.
Because Facebook, you are the laggiest out of everybody. So
yes.
Sorry, but you're going to be last.
Let's go ahead and get some readies in the comment section on Instagram. This first question is going to be for Instagram only. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook, just hang out. We're almost there.
Yes.
You could almost win a light. So just hang out just for a couple more minutes. You can't leave now. You can't leave now. You got to try and win now. You've been with us for like a long time, okay?
Really?
Give us a couple more minutes. You could win.
All right. We've got some readies on Instagram, so I think they're ready when you are.
Let's do it.
All right, Instagram. This one is just for you guys. So ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is the candela of the Seeker 2 Pro?
Oh.
What is the candela of the Seeker 2 Pro?
Let's see who's paying attention.
As soon as we get a right answer here on Instagram, we're going to do YouTube. What is the candela of the Seeker 2 Pro Instagram?
Let's see.
Come on.
No. No. Also no. Come on, guys. Oh my goodness. Why do you guys do this to me? ZVAD. I don't know what, I'm sorry, I don't know what your name is. ZVAD 15,600.
ZVAD, you win 15,600. The Seeker 2 Pro has 3 LEDs with small reflectors. It's more of a floody style light, so you're going to have a lower candela because it's not a thrower, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Instagram, we'll go ahead and let you go so we can get to the other giveaways. Hopefully this clarified some things. Hopefully you're enjoying your April Fool's Day. Hopefully you enjoyed the M2R Pro.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate all the support, Instagram, and we will see you guys later.
ZV Ads, send us a DM with your shipping address so we can get you your light out. So
Yes.
now we'll let you guys go.
All right, peace out, Instagram.
Let's see if I can do this and not screw it up.
Okay, YouTube.
Got it. Okay.
YouTube.
All right. Ooh, she warmed.
Can we get some readies, YouTube? Let's get readies, YouTube.
YouTube is tricky because there's only so much room on the screen for the comments to come in, so they come in really fast. But they
Okay,
are,
we got it.
they're
Go ahead.
Very
Go ahead.
ready. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is the candela of the S1R2? What is the candela of the S1R Baton 2? S1R2 candela. S1R2 candela. Yep, we already have an answer.
I think he was last week though too, wasn't he? Maybe not.
Okay, so we have readies. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, he's got it. I mean, you're way before everybody else. So
Yeah.
Cappy Z, you win, man. Cappy Z. Cappy Z.
Very nice.
Email address?
KellyOlight@gmail.com. You can also find me on other social media if that's either a little more convenient. Olight Kelly on Facebook and Olight Kelly on Instagram. So whatever is more convenient for you, send me a message.
Find her and give her your address, okay?
Very
Awesome.
nice. Very nice.
Thank you so much, YouTube. Guys, again, we're going to be coming out with a cool YouTube video later this afternoon, so stay tuned for that. And make sure you hit that notification bell on this channel so you know when we come out with videos. We come out with videos every single week, so it's definitely worthwhile to subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we're very active on this YouTube channel.
There's always giveaways.
Thank you, subscribers. We're giving away an M2R Pro in the video later this afternoon. Watch it. All right. All right. Thank you, guys. We'll
Bye,
see you
guys.
later, YouTube.
All right, Facebook.